The real estate world it's tough, right? Super competitive. But there's this one company, the Jason Mitchell Group, that's just blowing up. Their growth has been absolutely explosive. So how in the world did they pull it off? Let's dig in and deconstruct their whole strategy.
Seriously, just think about this for a second. What if you could grow your team by more than a third in just 1 year? It sounds kind of crazy, but that's exactly what the Jason Mitchell Group just did. So the big question is, how? What's the secret sauce here? What's the engine driving this massive, massive expansion? Well, that's what we're going to figure out today.
Okay, so before we get into the how they did it, we've really got to wrap our heads around the what. I mean, the sheer scale of it all. So let's kick things off with the hard numbers behind this incredible story. And boom, here it is. This is the number that started it all. 36%. A 36% jump in their number of agents in a single year. That's not just growth. That is an absolute explosion. A number like that makes the entire industry just stop and stare. So that 36% jump, what does that actually look like? It brought their team to over 1,300 agents. Now, to put that into perspective for you, we're not just talking about a big team anymore. This launches them straight into what we call the mega team category. They're now one of the top-ranked groups in the entire nation. The scale here is just immense. All right, so that's the what. Pretty impressive numbers, right? But it all circles back to that one critical question, how? I mean, really, how do you attract and then support that many agents that fast? It's time to pull back the curtain and see what's really going on. And the answer? Well, it's not some magic secret sauce. It's more like a finely tuned machine. They call it their referral engine, and the whole thing is built on a really powerful business-to-business model. B2B. This right here is the absolute heart of their entire operation. So what exactly is a B2B referral model? Well, it pretty much flips the traditional real estate script on its head. See, instead of every single agent having to pound the pavement, spending their own time and their own money trying to find clients, the company does the heavy lifting. JMG builds a whole system, they create these powerful partnerships with other big companies, and then those partners just feed a constant stream of ready-to-go clients right to their agents. It's a game changer. And right there, that's the aha moment. That explains why agents are flocking to them. I mean, think about it. What are the two biggest nightmares for any agent? Number one, overhead costs. Number two, that constant, expensive, soul-crushing grind of finding new leads. Well, this model, it basically gets rid of both. The company hands you the clients, so all you have to do is focus on what you do best, closing deals. Okay, so if we're saying the B2B model is the engine, then these partnerships, they're the high-octane fuel that makes it roar. So who exactly are they partnering with? Who's in this network that's generating this insane volume of leads? Let's check it out. And wow, their partner list reads like a who's who of the modern real estate world. We're talking about heavy hitters like Opendoor, the iBuying giant, and even Redfin through their partner program. And it doesn't stop there. They've also got alliances with innovators like Rome and Crib Equity. By plugging into these huge tech-forward companies, JMG basically created a superhighway of client referrals flowing directly to their agents. Look, a great strategy on paper is one thing, but at the end of the day, it's all about results, right? So let's connect the dots here. Let's see how this incredible referral engine actually translates into cold, hard cash. We're talking billion-dollar revenue. Okay, get ready for this. In 2024 times alone, this network of partners generated over 120,000 referrals for their agents. Just let that number sink in. 120,000. That's not a pipeline, that's a fire hose of potential business blasting directly at the team. And the result of all those referrals? $5.1 billion in closed sales. You see the connection, right? You can draw a straight, undeniable line from those 120,000 referrals to this multi-billion-dollar sales number. There's no question about it. This model isn't just working, it's working on an absolutely incredible scale. And this quote from the team leader, Jason Mitchell, it really just sums up their whole philosophy. He says, "We're dedicated in our efforts to provide more value to our agents than any other brokerage in the nation." So, you see, it's not just about growth for growth's sake. It's about creating so much value for their agents. With leads, with support, that success is almost guaranteed. That focus on the agent is exactly why this whole thing works. It solves their biggest problems, so of course it attracts the best talent. So, when you have this kind of insane momentum, what's next? Where do you even go from here? Well, as you can probably guess, they are not planning on hitting the brakes anytime soon. Let's take a quick look at what the future holds for JMG. And their strategy going forward is pretty straightforward. Do more of what works. They're just going to scale it up. They're pushing into more states, expanding into new major cities, and basically just copy pasting this super successful partnership model into new markets. And why not? The referral engine isn't tied to one location, so they're expecting this explosive growth to just keep on rolling. Which brings us to a really interesting final question, doesn't it? We've seen the mind-boggling numbers, we've unpacked the strategy, and we've seen the jaw-dropping results. So, is this it? Is this highly structured, partnership-fueled referral model the new blueprint for success in the real estate world? It's definitely something worth thinking about.